Quiet, please. The American Broadcasting Company presents Quiet, Please, which is written and directed by Willis Cooper, and which features Ernest Chappell. Quiet, Please, for today is called Shadow of the Wings.
Over there, Mommy.
Yes, dear, of course. Of course you saw him.
Not his face, though.
Of course not, darling.
I wish there was some nice medicine.
I know it tastes awful, honey, but it's medicine.
It doesn't make me well.
It will, dear. Open your mouth.
I've been taking it ever so long. There. Have you got to go away, Mommy?
Dr. Sam says you must have your rest, Carol Sue.
I just rest all the time.
I know, dear. Mummy doesn't like to leave you all alone so much, but...
I wish he'd talk to me.
Shall I put your dolly on the bed beside you, dear?
She doesn't talk either. Besides, aren't I getting too big for dollies now?
Do you feel all right, dear?
I hurt.
Oh, darling.
I always hurt, Mommy. It doesn't make any difference. I just get lonesome.
Mummy's right in the next room all the time, dear.
I know.
Maybe the medicine will stop the hurt.
Wouldn't you tell me a story, please?
Honey, it just breaks Mummy's heart she can't stay and tell you a story, but Dr. Sam says you mustn't get excited, don't you see?
I wouldn't get excited, Mommy.
I have to do what Dr. Sam says, Carol Sue.
I wouldn't get very excited.
And you try to sleep now, dear. Will you?
I do try.
And have nice dreams.
He's not a dream, Mommy.
I know, dear.
He just stands there by the window, and he never says anything to me.
Of course, dear.
I wish he'd talk to me or tell me a story.
Maybe he will, dear, if you go right to sleep.
He never says anything.
Where is he now, dear?
He goes away whenever you come in or anybody comes in.
And where does he go?
Just away.
What's he look like, dear? Won't you drink the rest of the medicine?
I drank ever so much, Mother. Like, I don't know
Don't know what, Carol Sue?
what he looks like. I don't really see him. He's always there by the window, and when I look real hard...
Just another little drop, dear.
Look real hard, I don't see him.
Of course.
But he's there, Mother.
Of course. Now, Mommy must go, dear.
Just another little minute, Mommy.
Darling.
Mommy,
What, dear?
he really is here. And he's thinking about me all the time, Mommy.
Yes, darling.
I can hear him thinking. Carol Sue, all the time. I wish he'd talk to me.
Michael, put up your sword. It is only I, your brother. Why, I am no demon, Michael. I am no plotter against the throne. I am your brother. Why, you'd have run me through with that great shining sword, Michael, if I'd not spoken. And then what of the world? Be not so ready with the sword, Michael. Are you grown testy these latter days? Are you grown a little proud, a little vainglorious in your old age? Remember our brother that grew proud, Michael, and vaunt not yourself. Oh, no, I will not say his name. I know the law, and his name is forgotten amongst us. Nay, Michael, I jested with you. Be not angry, for it is not often that I jest, Michael. Is all well? Is it well with my brothers? Is it well with you? Yes, I am well. I am always well. Too well, Michael? Oh, now you jest. Farewell a while. There is one who waits on me, and her I must attend.
can't stay here with me. Mommy says I have to be alone so I won't get excited, and she won't stay with me. But you did come back. I knew you'd come back. I'm so sick. But I'm not so lonesome now. Why do you stand by the window where I can't see you? I won't get excited, really. Wouldn't you come and sit on the bed and talk to me? Tell me a story? Please. Mommy doesn't think you really come to see me. Wouldn't you come away from over there in the shadows so I can see you? Oh, please. If you'd only just talk to me, I wouldn't get excited. I promise I won't get excited, because I know what'll happen if I do. I heard Mommy talking to Dr. Sam. Dr. Sam says if I get excited, I'll die. Won't you come and talk to me, please, mister? Are you a ghost? I don't think you're a ghost, because I'm not afraid of you. Please come and talk to me. Please.
Carol Sue.
Carol Sue, are you awake, dear?
He's gone away, Mommy.
Darling, I thought you must go to sleep.
I can't sleep, Mommy.
You mustn't talk to yourself, dear. You must...
I wasn't talking to myself. I was talking to him.
Oh, darling, you were asleep. You were dreaming.
No, Mommy. He was right there by the window.
There's nobody here, dear. You were having a dream.
No.
Honey, there couldn't be. Carol Sue?
Yes, Mommy?
Carol Sue, have you been over here by the window?
No, Mommy.
Are you sure, honey? Are you sure?
No, Mommy. I've been right here in bed all the time. Why, Mommy?
Somebody's been there by the window, dear.
Mommy, I told you. He stands there by the window.
Well met, Raphael. Well met, my brother. It is not too often that we two meet here in the high place, Raphael. We must win of the world, you and I, and there is no rest for either of us, is there? How goes the pathfinding, brother? Yeah, it's a sad and thankless task, this labor of yours. Well, I know. For many a time in the night I've heard the lost ones cry, Raphael, come and lead us. We have gone astray. Then sometime I have answered their pleas in your behalf. And little enough thanks do I get when I take their hands, saying, come with me. Yeah, no. Michael and the other brother, Michael with his flashing shield and great gleaming sword, he and the young one, they need never walk the ways of the world seeking as you and I do. Tell me, are you ever weary? Yeah, there is no rest, is there? Well then, good speed, Raphael. Go about your wayfaring. I return to mine.
Tell me, Dr. Sam.
I can't understand it, Margaret. I simply can't understand it at all.
She's not getting better.
I can't understand it.
She's taking the medicine that you prescribed, Dr. Sam. Every day, just as you said, I stand right there beside her bed and watch her drink it.
I know, Margaret. I can tell she's taking the medicine.
Well, what are we going to do then, Dr. Sam?
Margaret, the child simply must be kept quiet at all costs.
She is being kept quiet.
Look, Margaret, I know a little about mothers myself. I know how you feel. Margaret, you've got to stay out of Carol Sue's room.
I do stay out.
Then who goes in the room?
What did she tell you, Dr. Sam?
Who goes in there?
Dr. Sam, what did she tell you?
Has she mentioned it to you?
Did she tell you about by the window?
She did.
It wasn't I, Dr. Sam.
It was an extraordinarily vivid dream then, Margaret.
It wasn't a dream, Sam.
Well, Margaret?
There was somebody there.
I know there was, Margaret.
Who?
You don't know?
I don't know.
Cross your heart, Margaret?
I don't know, Sam. Maybe
Well?
it was death.
Still waiting, Gabriel? A long, long time. Eternity, brother. A long, long time since the black darkness lay upon the face of the waters and there was no light. Aye, and a long, long time of waiting till darkness descend again at the sound of yonder great golden trumpet. How long since you have looked upon the fair green hills of the world, Gabriel? How long since your eyes have beheld the blue of the waters and felt the winds of the west upon your cheek? So many countless years, Gabriel, and yet it's fair and beautiful as first we saw it that day so very long ago. No day goes by, Gabriel, that I do not walk upon the earth, nor any night. Would you change places with me, Gabriel, and walk as I do among men? You would not. You would not have my task? Well, fortunate, Gabriel, for there is no choice. Though I weary of the hills and the mountains and the long, sweet plains of earth, I have my task, and my task I must perform. Michael with his sword, Michael the captain of the host, Raphael the seeker out who walks the earth on a gentler task than mine, and you who wait the word, as we four waited it before the evening and the morning with the first day. Wait, Gabriel. Eternity may not be so very long. Farewell, my brother. There is a vigil to keep.
I will go in. I'll stay with her and watch, Dr. Sam.
Is she asleep?
She's very quiet.
Don't wake her, Margaret.
No. I'll watch. I'll stay awake, and if...
Be very quiet.
I'll be very quiet. Good night, Dr. Sam.
Good night, Margaret. You'll call me.
I'll call you. Carol Sue. Carol Sue. Carol Sue, darling. Oh, sleep, dear. Mommy will watch over you.
I'm not asleep, Mommy.
Oh. Dear, did I wake you?
No, I was awake, Mommy.
So Mommy give you the medicine?
No, Mommy, I don't hurt much. I was just lying here, waiting.
Waiting?
I thought he was here, but he wasn't.
Who is he, dear?
I don't know.
Do you dream him, dear?
Oh, no, Mommy.
Mommy will be very quiet, dear, so you can sleep.
All right.
Go to sleep, dear.
Mommy. Mommy. Mommy.
Mommy is asleep, Carol Sue.
Why, you're talking to me.
I cannot forever keep silent, child.
I can't see you.
And yet I am with thee.
You talk strange.
Well,
Won't you come over here where I can see you?
perhaps you would not like what you would see, Carol Sue.
Why? Are you ugly?
No man has ever seen my face
Why?
and lived.
I can see your shadow on the floor.
Yes.
It looks as if you have wings. Do you have wings?
Yes, Carol Sue.
Tell me about them. What's your name?
Great dark wings that cast a shadow when there is no light. Great black wings, Carol Sue. The color of the deepest midnight.
Are you an angel? Come sit by me, angel.
I have been at your side, little Carol Sue, for all your life.
You're my guardian angel, then. I knew you couldn't be a ghost because I wasn't afraid of you.
You do not fear me then, Carol Sue?
Why, no. Of course not. Come and sit by me. Be careful. Don't wake Mommy.
No.
Mommy's tired. She takes such good care of me. She and Dr. Sam.
I know, little Carol Sue.
Will you tell me a story?
I will tell you a story of a little girl who lies in a great bed in a room by herself and dreams while she is awake.
Oh,
A patient little girl who has never known what it is to walk like other little girls, who must lie in bed alone and always be in pain.
I am always in pain, but I've learned not to mind it.
Who has learned many, many things in the great white bed, in the lonely room.
I have learned many, many things.
A little girl who knows that death will come for her very soon. Who knows and does not fear.
What's the little girl's name?
You know her name.
Carol
Sue.
What's it like to die? What's it like to die?
That I cannot tell you, Carol Sue.
Don't you know? Don't you?
Yes. I know.
Is it like going to sleep? Is it... Will I go to heaven? Is it like nothing, Angel?
Do not ask me, Carol Sue. It is forbidden that I tell.
Won't you tell me anything about dying?
I will say to you, be not afraid.
I don't think I'm afraid, Angel. But I'll be sorry for Mommy. Mommy loves me,
Yes,
and I love Mommy.
yes.
Oh, I hurt.
If you take my hand, Carol Sue.
If I take your hand, I'll die. Won't I, Angel?
Yes, Carol Sue.
Will you tell me a story before you take my hand, Angel? It's been so long since anybody told me a story.
There is so little time, Carol Sue.
Just a little story, then. Please.
Well, there are so many stories, and they all end the same way.
Tell me a story about other little boys and girls, Angel.
I remember a story.
Tell me. Please.
It is written that every living thing must one day face me, and having faced me, come with me.
Die, you mean?
Aye, it is so written.
Don't you ever let somebody go on living?
No mortal man, Carol Sue.
But little boys and girls.
There was a time, and it was long years ago, and it was in a place called Egypt. Now, in this place called Egypt, there was a great people held in captivity by the dreadful Pharaoh of Egypt.
Did he die? the Pharaoh?
His time came at last, and he came away with me. But in this time of which I speak, when the people of Egypt held these others in bondage, so that they must labor under the whips and lashes of the overseers, there rose a great man who was appointed to lead his people out of that bondage. And though through his faith he worked many miracles against the Egyptians, yet did the wicked Pharaoh never remember his promises and still held the men and the women.
And the boys and girls?
All the people he held in captivity. And so there came a night, and well I remember, for it was this very time of the year. And in Egypt the nights were hot, and the people suffered so. And the leader prayed, and behold, the word was in him. And he went to his people and spoke to them. Woe to the Egyptian host, he said. Woe unto them and their children.
Even the children, Angel?
Hearken to me. Now came the long night, and the moon was darkened, and the heat lay upon the land and in the houses like a fell spirit. And in the night I was bidden go forth and slay the children of all the land, even the firstborn of the Egyptians.
All the little children, Angel?
But the houses of the people who were in bondage, in each of those houses, the people took a lamb and slew it. And with the lamb's blood did they mark the lintels of their doors. Therefore, I, having the bidding, did descend upon the land of Egypt, and I did take away all the firstborn of the Egyptians. But in the houses where the blood of the lamb was set upon the lintels, I entered not. And their firstborn I spared, that they lived.
Lived forever, Angel?
No mortal lives forever, my child. At that time I passed them over, but when their time came, I laid my hand on their shoulders and said, Come with me to thy long home, for it is finished.
And they died too.
As all must die. Now, you have heard your story of how I spared the lives of the children for a time, and in a good cause. Now will you take my hand?
They all died.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a happy story, and it's all about dying.
My stories all have the same end, Carol Sue. Come. Take my hand.
Can I say goodbye to Mommy first? Mommy? Mommy? Mommy?
Carol Sue,
Mommy?
was I asleep?
Yes, Mommy. Mommy,
There's someone in this room. Carol Sue,
Yes, Mommy.
there's someone. Who is it? Who is it?
Tell her, Angel.
Where is he? I can't see it. It's so dark.
No, Mommy. You mustn't see him.
The shadow on the floor.
It's his shadow, Mommy.
Carol, no, the shadow of wings.
His wings, Mommy.
Who are you? Answer me.
My name is Azrael.
Azrael.
Azrael. The black winged of the archangels. Azrael of the veiled face. I am Azrael.
The angel of death.
No. Where are you? Where? Carol Sue, where?
I am here.
You will not take her.
I will take
You
her.
can't, you won't.
She cannot stop me. I am Azrael.
Oh, no, Azrael. Not my child. Not my own Carol Sue, no.
I have stood at her bedside for these many nights, and she has known I was here. The time of waiting is over. Come, child, take my hand.
Mommy.
No. Give her back to me. Give her back.
No.
I'll fight you. Dr. Sam, help. Dr. Sam,
He knows it is useless to call him. He has done his best, and he did not prevail over me.
Oh, where are you? I'll fight you. I'll stop you.
Look not on me, mortal.
I'll fight.
You fight me to no avail, woman. For I am always the winner. I am the unconquerable.
Carol Sue.
No, Mommy. It's too late. I've seen his face.
Azrael. Azrael, have mercy.
I'm not afraid, Mommy.
Where are you, Carol Sue? Where are
She
you?
has taken my hand. Say your goodbyes, Mother.
Azrael, have pity on me. Have mercy.
It may not be.
Take me.
No.
Take me and spare her, Azrael.
No, Mommy.
Have you no pity? Must you snatch her away from me?
Mommy, I love you.
Azrael.
I have my duty. I may not falter. Come, child. We must go.
Azrael, listen to me.
I dare not.
Haven't you ever spared a child? Haven't you?
He told me about the children in Egypt, Mother. He spared them.
Yes, Azrael. You spared the children of Passover. Spare my daughter.
But they all died, Mother, when their time came.
It is time.
Have you always been so merciless? Can no one escape your hand and your black wings? Azrael.
Hearken to me, woman.
Will you?
Hearken. Not one has ever escaped my hand. Haste, woman.
Azrael.
I may not let her stay. Never have I.
Remember.
Remember?
Remember.
Why, I remember. Why, well, I remember.
Azrael.
A certain high hill, shaped like to a man's skull, and a great clamorous crowd and the Roman soldiers casting dice for a cloak, and 3 tall crosses high above the heads of the multitude. 2 thieves in agony crying out for my hand and the shadow of my dark wings, and a voice saying, "Today thou shalt be with me in paradise." And so they came away with me.
And the other.
And his torments were 1,000-fold what they had suffered. And I shall never in all eternity forget the look on his face, so that I turned my face away from his. And I, the angel of death, knew pity. I, the very angel of death. And the lightnings flashed, and the very earth was rent asunder, and I could not. And I, the merciless messenger, I, Azrael, I but laid the tip of my finger upon his shoulder. In 3 days. Why, this is the day itself. This is the day he arose. Take thy daughter, woman. Keep her to cherish her, and bend thy knee in thanksgiving to the Most High. Michael! Raphael, Gabriel! Archangel brothers! Behold! Death himself is conquered!
The title of today's Quiet Please story is Shadow of the Wings. It was written and directed by Willis Cooper. The man who spoke for you was Ernest Chappell.
And Carol Stew was played by Cecile Roy. Dr. Sam was William Marshall, and the mother was Bess Johnson. As usual, music for Quiet Please is by Albert Berman. Now, about next week, our writer-director Willis Cooper.
Thank you for listening to Quiet Please. Next week I have a Scottish story for you called The Vale of Glen Cove.
And so, until next week at this same time, I am quietly yours, Ernest Chappell.
Stay tuned to this ABC station for Drew Pearson, who follows immediately over most of these same ABC stations.